What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an all-new Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 with our Italian campaign. We have taken the province of Rostov, and obviously the USSR is getting beaten into oblivion. Surprisingly enough, the United Kingdom has led a bunch of naval invasions, all of which are failing substantially. I am going to try my best to remove a lot of these issues, and the reason why they're failing is they are basically landing and they don't have any supplies. So, I mean, within a couple days, they're all gonna die. We're sending all of our light tanks all the way up to the north. We want to take St. Petersburg, which I guess is modern-day Leningrad. And that is going to be the goal. Let's take this airbase and then move on into Tallinn. We have pretty much motorized divisions, and we have a lot of light tanks. Looks like we now have the carrier naval bomber, which is what I've been needing for a while. Let's also start working on naval doctrines, because it's been a while. We're going to start getting better organization and naval targeting for all of our carriers. I don't see any type of, naval base now that I've taken it, so all of these units should die. Everybody else is doing phenomenally. Yep, as you can see, we already have a small amount of attrition. As they get damaged, they can't really repair themselves. Or at least they shouldn't be able to. With all of this new air experience, let's find those naval bombers. Those carrier naval bombers, which will be at the very, very top. Switch them on over. The only real goal is reliability and damage. And I think I want 4 more damage and naval attacks. Whoa, this is odd. Let's cancel that, just to be sure. Okay, we're looking for the carrier naval bomber, which is this. No, it's this. Did I spend money already on these carrier naval bombers? That doesn't make sense. And they have 5 reliability. Naval bomber 3, naval bomber 3, I guess. No, they're not carrier naval bombers. That's what I thought. Well, now that I've wasted all of my production efficiency... Well, it was going to go to 0 anyway. So the carrier naval bomber... I guess they look the same. That's why I was confused. Okay, so our number 1 priority is getting 5 reliability and a few attack. And I think I'm fine with 2 attack, a little bit of range, a little... So we have 2 range, and we have 2... So everything is really improved. The reliability, the attack, the agility, and the speed. Let's go ahead and start pumping out some of those. I need the Carrier Naval Bomber 2, Series 1. And now Carrier Naval Bomber 3 can be removed. I just get confused because there's so many 2s. I will never use this Interwar Bomber, but I might as well keep it. And these Carrier Fighters should be done in just a few days. Okay, so now we actually have a small naval presence. I'm wondering if the best course of action is to do search and destroy inside the African coast. And you are now going to go to Casablanca for your port. And we will just see how well this goes. Once I get a stronger fleet, I will obviously expand the range. But for the time being, I like being close to all of these naval bombers. Alright, 1 light cruiser takes 2.8 years to build. Everything else is going well. Eventually, we're going to go straight to St. Petersburg. But it says that this is going to last about 24 more days. Could I go here and then attack from 2 sides? I probably could. They would take even more damage. But it looks like we are not doing well. The carrier fighter has been unlocked. And now, finally... I'm guessing we're going to start getting this actual bomber. And the reason why is I think I want jet tactical bombers, and it's going to take a while to start researching. Okay, everything looks good here, everything looks good there. Let's get better naval mission efficiency and continue plowing on through. Some of our radar stations finally are constructing. We are still building a lot of synthetic refineries that we don't really need. Where is all of this resistance coming from? I mean, I'm guessing it's from earlier. I don't know. Like, I guess they've just never repaired. This isn't our territory, I don't think. No, it's not. Though we have planes protecting it. let's take another look. Some naval battles. No necessary defeats, but we are sinking a lot of different ships, even if they're destroyers. This one was a heavy cruiser. So I don't really know if the United Kingdom and the US can keep up with all of this devastation. Taking a quick glance, I wonder if I could start bombing. No, that's way too far. If I had better naval bomber range, I could take over most of the North Sea. I just want to take a glance, and do I have any naval bomber 3s that aren't doing anything? I see a carrier naval bomber. Naval bomber 2. I'm going to take over 1. So the range is going to be a little bit farther, and I want to start sinking some ships, and maybe I should send them over here. I don't know. I see a lot of naval fighting, basically against the Soviet Union. And the German Reich is basically patrolling the North Sea, so I think we're good on that front. Let's go ahead and take back this one naval bomber. You never know if you're going to use it. Probably not. But, yes. So how is the conquest of St. Petersburg? Slowly moving on in. I want to take this island first of, I believe it's Osel. O-S-E-L. I could be wrong. I guess it's called Harju in this game. It used to be called Osel and Europa Universalis 4. So Norway still hasn't fallen, but we're doing a lot of fantastic naval combat. I'm hoping that our ships here aren't dying. Don't even see these ships, which makes me incredibly nervous. Even though they went to Casablanca, that's kind of funny. They never actually made it there. Let's go ahead and add another carrier. And now we have 2 carriers and very small light cruisers. All we want to do is search and destroy in the African coast, and I'm guessing in the Western Mediterranean. Hopefully we can do some, damage, and obviously we want a repair priority of high. And eventually, it would be kind of fantastic if we could get some submarines and cut off a lot of these supplies to the Atlantic. Okay, everything is looking great. We are now going to disband this front line and make our way for a very tiny push on into St. Petersburg, which I guess I should say Leningrad. Everybody's making their way over. They're gaining some organization. And, of course, we are going to be gaining a very small amount of planning as the day goes by. A very, very small amount. 2.4% each day. As the organization continues to tick on through, we will eventually execute this plan. And, therefore, sending everybody in. We're doing a lot of damage. They can't necessarily keep up with our light tanks and our motorized, so we are doing well on that front. The US is losing some heavy cruisers, though mostly very weak. A lot of convoys, some additional heavy cruisers, though they are heavy cruiser 1s, so that's fine. Do I want to go ahead and throw on some better radar? Or I don't think I can. Yes, I can. We're building the better radar now. And I'm guessing... I would love to take some islands, but this is owned by Portugal. If I could somehow take Bermuda, I could easily throw on a very powerful naval presence in this area. I think I might try that. I don't know if we could really get... I don't know how we would really get the units there. It might even be too far. Okay, we actually did manage this marine invasion surprisingly well. We're going to try to assault these units. Maybe we can win, maybe we can't. And then I wonder, I would like to do an invasion of Bermuda, and then really just grow a massive naval presence. And then maybe take Puerto Rico, too. But at least for now, a light cruiser is coming every year. So we're getting 6 a year and then 1 a year. So I do want to build up that presence. And obviously we're getting some carriers as well. Though very slowly. How is St. Petersburg? We're doing a lot of damage, but I would like to move a little bit faster. And we're obviously winning on a lot of different fronts. Deploying units. Don't think we're going to do that just yet. I still have a lot of colonial divisions that we never really used. Don't think I'm going to worry about Africa. Though I probably could. These guys are 12. Let's throw on... Yeah, I could bring down my tanks once I tank St. Petersburg, and then maybe use them against Africa. I think that's actually our best plan. And I guess while we're waiting, these guys can go down. We could start building up a nice radar presence inside Somalia. And I don't think we're really ever going to use those, but who knows. And I also wouldn't mind having another 2 naval bases inside Casablanca. Push that to the top. And basically, I think what happens, the higher the naval base, the faster things repair. I don't know for sure. But obviously, more units can be repaired at once, even though I only have 4 ships. And I don't think we've really done that much damage. We are gaining experience. I don't think we've actually sunk anything, so I wonder. We have the port of Casablanca. Let's go to the Iberian coast, and then maybe the Central Atlantic, or better yet, the North Atlantic Ridge. That's too far. Maximum regent count. What if I did something like this? And we'll see if we do any real damage. Looks like we've actually sunk a ship. Wow. We sunk a carrier. No. That's us. We sunk a destroyer. Alright, we're gaining some air experience, which is fantastic. We did sink that destroyer, which I knew was going to happen. I would like some better radar, and unfortunately we can't do anything because we haven't conquered anything. And the only way to really get better radar is obviously to take Bermuda or Puerto Rico. I don't think we can really do any conquest. I could try to take this area of Gambia, and then build a radar station there. But I guess we will see what happens in time. Synthetic refineries being produced, naval bases being produced. We're doing well. Still a lot of light tanks that are being built. Carrier Fighter 3 can now be unlocked, and therefore better reliability, better range. Reliability, range. And we now no longer have enough. So let's go ahead and save this. There it is. Now we have a fantastic range with our carrier fighters and our carrier naval bombers. The fall of Leningrad is finally successful. I think I want to clean up this area, which I guess we've already done. I don't think the German Reich could really lose, so I am going to finally remove all of these units and send them on down to Alexandria. And I'm going to try to take over Africa if I can. So if I could take Gambia, I could definitely have a very powerful radar station. And I would like that a lot. Still building up our naval presence. Very slowly, I might add. We finally have another light cruiser. We're about to have another one on the 12th of November, so only about a month away. I kind of want to also go ahead and start building up these dockyards, because they're taking a very long time. And also, these 24 units could... Ooh, are we taking boats? I hope not. Yes, we are. This could not be any worse of an idea. I hope none of them die. I guarantee you probably one will die. It looks like naval battles are taking place. We're sinking a lot of ships. I think I'm going to go ahead and unread a lot of victories. I don't really want to go through all of them. And then looking at the naval battles, mostly victories. Out of all the stupid ideas, let's sail our navy, our biggest army, through the jaws of the Allies' forces. Not good. A lot of construction still taking place. We finally have a level 1 radar station. Very, very poor. Fall of Stalingrad. A significant development. Now we have pushed farther than Hitler did during World War II, obviously taking Leningrad and Stalingrad. We are almost about to take Moscow, and it makes me wonder, obviously the German Reich, that makes me curious. The German Reich has 84% war score, while Italy has 7%. So, we'll see exactly what happens. They've obviously pushed Moscow back very, very far. But while we were building up, I'm sure we could probably destroy the US if we strategically place our units. We'll probably do something like take the Panama Canal, take a bunch of these islands like Jamaica and the Bahamas. 1.38 light cruisers every single year. I would love to get more and more dockyards. Don't know if that's really that viable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15, 16, something like that. They are going to be built in time. Looking at the resistance map mode, even these smaller islands aren't really being removed. So let's go ahead and take these 24 units. I'm going to try something absolutely ridiculous and probably just stupid. I want to try to do a naval invasion of Bermuda. Is it even possible? No. That's weird. That's because I'm on the resistance map mode. Everybody's going to go to Morocco. And we're going to try to do this to Bermuda. Is it possible? Yes, it actually surprisingly is. I have no idea if it's going to be a viable option. But how long will this take to plan? 33 days, not bad. And we do have a small naval presence. We're looking for both of our fleets right now. And we have 43 ships. Let's go ahead and make them a home inside Casablanca. And the idea is we are going to search and destroy here, here, and here. And with our new ships, at least our light cruisers and our carriers, you are going to do this. Yeah, we can't bring this cruiser because it doesn't have the range. And we'll probably go here. I hope we don't die, because we certainly could. And, you know, I hate to say this, but this guy needs to move. And you, I guess, are going to just search and destroy inside the African coast. Do we now have the range? We probably do. No, still no. Well, I guess that's fine. Let's bring that level 1 guy back on in. I guess we can only do that later. Excavation has been unlocked. Night Assault Tactics. We're looking for our units. And they are about to finally make their way down to Morocco. Taking a glance around, we are going to want better engineering companies when we have a naval invasion. We are definitely going to be wanting better... I don't know if we really want Marines. I want better tanks, but I can't do anything with better tanks. Better military police might be nice. But I think what we're going to do is get field hospital... let's get logistics companies first, because we're going to do a lot of naval invasions. And let's get better engineering companies. A lot of unread naval convoys, surprisingly victories, and we had a Battle of Iberia, destroying a light cruiser. That's what I like to see. We now have another light cruiser prepped and ready to go. Still building a lot more. And we need to improve our naval presence. It's just not working out the way we'd like. The game is paused for some reason. We are doing some fighting, and we're about to lose a light cruiser, which makes me nervous. We are farther than we should be. There goes our light cruiser. Let's actually, I see that we're taking... we haven't taken really damage. It's just our organization is dropping. Who are we fighting? A lot of enemy units. Let's go ahead and retreat for now. Are you retreating? I hope so. Are we going to be able to make it out? I guess that's the question. You're going back to Casablanca. Everybody still needs to be prepared. And we're going to throw in all of those light cruisers. You're going to go to Casablanca. Once again, we need to set up this naval invasion all the way to Bermuda. And it's going to take 33 days. So in 33 days, hopefully we'll have another light cruiser. And it looks like we have one already. And now we have a bigger fleet, though not necessarily what we need. So every light cruiser from this line is coming every 6 months, while this one is coming every 2.5. Having another carrier might be very beneficial. Anything that we can improve. Anything with our naval air defense might be fantastic. Air combat training, ground support, interception, capital ship attack, and armor. That should improve our carrier's armor and attack. Well, the German Reich is still obviously fighting it on out. Trying to see if there's anything else. Where did these 24 units go? We could probably start pushing against Africa. And I'm wondering where to go. And we'll probably do something crazy like this. Push all the way through against the UK. Don't activate these guys, activate these guys. Most of these are light tanks and motorized, so they're probably very fast, and they'll get down there very quickly. Lost convoys. We're destroying the Ireland convoys, or the Irish convoys. These guys are almost prepped and ready to go, making me incredibly nervous. We now have a fleet of 6. And we have repaired most of our carriers and our light cruiser. We've actually made it out alive, which is surprising. Didn't think that would happen. And I would really like to have one more cruiser, which will come on the 21st of January versus the 9th of February. I don't think it's going to happen. Ireland has joined World War II. Everybody is pushing. Everybody is doing fantastic. How are the radar stations coming along? This is level 2, about to be level 3. There it is. Much, much more range. I can't wait to finally secure Bermuda. I would do very, very well here. And I would have a lot more naval presence. I would like to have 1,000 naval bombers, and it looks like I definitely have about 1,000 fighters. So I would really be able to patrol most of the area. Now that our tactical bomber has been on... Ooh, you know what? What's the range? 2,400, not bad. 2,400 to 2,500 isn't that much better. Let's get it anyway. And the idea is if I got some tactical bombers, I might even be able to bomb the coastline of the U.S. And maybe I could even do a lot of strategic destruction and just annihilate their economy while ours continues to grow. Here is the better carrier task forces, getting more organization, targeting, and light cruiser organization. Here comes more organization and health and sortie efficiency for our carrier. So now they attack a little bit faster with the sortie. It's basically how quickly all of your aircraft can refuel and remaneuver and get prepped and ready to go. I'm kind of sick of clicking all of these unread naval battles. This was actually a battle. We destroyed a submarine, and all of these can't really go away because there's nothing new. Okay, looks like these guys are finally prepped, finally ready to go. We, surprisingly enough, don't have enough supply, but we lack sufficient intel. That's surprising. Let's take all of these units, search and destroy here and here. And then all 24 of these guys are going to activate. I have no idea how well this will work, or if at all. Hopefully we don't send them on a suicide mission. Naval strike, torpedo tactics. Let's also get strategic bomber visibility. And now that we are in the area, we should be... Okay, these are Italian submarines. Why are they here? I think, that's either Mexico or Italy. That's me. Why do we have submarines? Whatever. Okay, here comes our units. Are we going to be successful? We have surprisingly sunk a heavy cruiser. And we're still doing a lot of damage. Everybody's running away. And I guess just like that, we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thank you all for joining me. Hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you in our next adventure.